Hear that? That's the sound of your everyday common dice company. Well, that is the sound of your premier gunmetal dice from Easy Roller Dice Company. EasyRollerDice.com, where you can find an array of gaming dice and accessories, from standard resin to beautiful metals, bags, cups, trays, and more. For the month of October, listeners for Rancor's Brothel get 10% off using our coupon code RANCOR10. That's RANCOR10. Go to EasyRollerDice.com or click on the banner at RancorsBrothel.com. That's EasyRollerDice.com. Sounds good to me.
The Rancor's Brothel presents The Curse of Strahd.
Shall continue wandering and wondering.
You will. Okay. You guys continue.
It's me.
I turn about.
I'm going to do it.
You're going to do what? Oh.
Kill him.
Oh.
Can I turn back around and continue with the group?
You realize that they're quite a ways ahead of you now. Probably 150 yards.
Can I double move to catch up?
You'll catch up eventually.
Okay, fair enough.
Are you sure, like, pack of wolves isn't coming up behind or something?
They're going to eat you too, Mo.
No. I only got to outrun you, not them.
So this path is a little more beaten. It's basically beaten through the brush, and you can tell that the wheels that the wheels of the wagons have sort of kept the underbrush knocked down. So it's a little harder going here. So you guys are marching sort of single file down the rutted road, right? And
is this her?
Yes.
You guys turn the corner. You're coming down the road, and it's getting closer and closer. You're starting to hear the motion of the river. When all of you hear a sudden tramping noise off to your right.
Does it sound like hooves?
No, it sounds like footsteps. Okay. Footsteps of somebody trying to be quiet and failing pretty miserably.
We all hear it?
Yes.
Okay, I say loudly, the rushing water's making me have to pee. Can we stop for a second? Wink, wink.
Wink.
And I say it deceptively. 15.
Do you just want me to roll perception or something?
It depends. Matt's trying some sort of maneuver here.
You guys mind if I go pee?
Go for it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, and then I say much quieter, there's somebody following us to the right.
Okay. You hear the crunching noise. The crunching noise kind of stops.
Okay.
So I'm acting like I'm going to go pee over here.
Over there where the noise is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, where pinpoint the noise a little bit for me.
You don't know. It's somewhere in that direction.
It's in the region, okay.
It's somewhere...
Here-ish. Well,
yeah.
I'm just going straight out of the line here to go pee.
Okay.
Okay.
So are we all, like, you all want to...
Everyone make a perception check.
Nope. I don't see shit.
Being perceptive today. 11.
Unnatural 20.
21.
8.
So the 20 and the 21, you see someone marching through the woods right there, and they're inching closer and closer to the main group, not where Matt is.
I just pull my sword and say, who's there?
Oh, who goes there? In the name of the king, bitches.
You see hands wave. Everyone make a...
See hands wave.
This guy's hands start moving. I need strength saving throws.
Crit fail.
Not from you, Matt. Everybody but you.
Thank God.
Can I rage?
You do have an inspiration.
Huh?
Can I preemptively rage?
You could have had you done it before he started casting his, throwing his hands around.
17.
Oh.
Lucas is fine. You're fine.
16.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
I'm going to roll for Irina. Irina's fine. You see all of a sudden all the wildlife around you, all these things come growing up out of the ground, and attempt to wrap you up.
Druid.
And as you do, the druid takes 2 steps out and says, "Attack!" You guys see 2 on either side of the road, about 15, 20 feet back. As you guys see 4 shrubs suddenly come to life.
A shrubbery.
Did I just pee on this?
Probably a little bit.
Burn it.
It's shrubbery.
I'll take it.
God, I peed on it.
Initiatives?
Take initiatives, yeah.
9.
22.
16.
Did you say 62?
22.
62. 11.
11.
Z.
So Lucas was a 22.
Yes, sir.
Number 1 in our hearts.
19.
Jeez.
No.
You guys were upset about that last fight, aren't you? Jeff was a 19.
16.
Troy's a 16.
I'm upset about most of the fights in this game so far. But
Lucas, it's your turn.
Okay.
As you see, like I said, you see a man with a wooden staff and, sort of cloaked in green foliage stand up. And then you see, like I said, these trees just suddenly appear. Yep, you can do that.
And I attack him melee style.
Yep.
Now, this is when I can actually use this thing. Let me read it again.
yes,
I have a +2 on my pruning.
there is no one within 5 feet of your
Yes,
target.
so I get sneak attack because I'm standing here with no one else 5 feet in my target.
Weed whacking.
He can't take an op attack if I decide to move away.
He seems terrified that you walked through
Crit 20.
Yeah.
So that is a D8.
2d8 and 2d6.
Yep.
8, 6. 14 plus 17 total.
17 total.
Yes, sir.
Noise.
And I actually have an offhand as well that I can use now. According with the swashbuckling, I get a duel.
Okay.
What do you got in your offhand?
Just a dagger.
Okay.
So I need to roll to hit for that, yes?
Yeah, but then you get... Does he roll straight up? Does he
Yes.
roll all his bonuses?
His damage.
It's his damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll. Just roll a regular attack.
14.
Misses.
Okay.
So you step up with you're using a dagger and a longsword.
Yeah. Oh, it's a rapier.
A rapier. So you come charging through. You see this druid's eyes go wide as you run right through all of his foliage that he just, used to trap you guys. And you put this rapier right through his chest. You probably puncture a lung. And as you pull it back out, you swing with your knife, and he happens to just get his staff up in time to block it. Jeff, it is Davun's turn.
I will holler over my shoulder. Do you know this guy?
She says, the druids are a blight on Ravenloft.
I'm going to cast Sanctuary on her.
Nice.
Yep. Bonus action for that. And move and attack.
Yep.
Always kill a spell. Really? A 14 hit?
17.
Hits.
10.
You bring your warhammer down, so this thing pops up, and you see it sort of looks like a pine tree when the needles have sort of fallen off, like it's just very twiggy and limby. And you see it pop up next to Matt, who was probably surprised because he just had his junk out and was probably,
It's a
or no,
female.
he had his skirt hiked and was letting loose on this twig that just popped up. And you run up and you just full hammer down on top of it, and it just explodes in twigs. It's gone. Troy.
I'll rage, whatever. I got 3 of them.
Can. Got an inspiration, too.
It's not worth it.
What'd you roll?
3.
Oh. Nice.
9.
Move Irina to the nearest one over there.
Um,
Can she move out of Sanctuary, or will it mess it up? She's drawing her sword. She gives 0 fucks. She will not allow these things to terrify her anymore. She's an independent woman.
no, but her attacking is going to void the spell.
She hits though.
She hit pretty good.
What's longsword? You said D6?
D8.
D8. So this should be a formality. That one no longer exists. She smashes one.
But the spell's gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Glad I spent that first level spell. I should have.
It's alright. It's one
She
less.
can hold
One
her
less.
From
enemy.
the sound of it, she'd have blown me
Yeah,
off.
it sounds to me like she can hold her own anyway. So. Mario?
No, it's the druid's turn.
Was that the sound the druid's making?
No. He's about to deafen the two standing right in front of him.
Is there
I
a
thought he already
save for
went.
that?
When he got the shrubs.
No, the shrubs are
You
his
haven't
allies. Constitution saving throws from the two beside him. And let's do this.
11.
What is that? 17.
So Troy, you make. Lucas, you fail. Lucas, you suffer 8 damage. Troy, you suffer 4. Lucas, you are pushed 10 feet straight back as sound erupts from him, and that twig of light ceases to exist.
Interesting move.
Didn't say it was a good move. He also expected his track to work. It was so ingenious. How would they ever see it?
Could have been worse, I suppose.
Matt, it's your turn.
Boop. Firebolt.
Go ahead.
Plus 17.
Hits.
Burn him.
7.
You light him on fire. It seems like the brush that he was using is kind of a ghillie suit almost, a little flammable. So he's lit up like a Christmas tree. A Christmas tree that's on fire, anyway.
Shrubbery?
The shrubbery is going to go for Irina. It leaps out with claws. She's wearing medium armor. That's probably, what, 16? 15? No, we'll say 15.
It should be 16.
It should be
She's got a shield.
She doesn't have a shield. It doesn't matter. You see this thing sort of, it's only like 2.5 feet tall, and it leaps at her and just flails, pine needly claws, and it just bounces off of her armor.
So, it magic curved her.
Absolutely did. Lucas.
Back in it. And I'll hit him again.
Harder.
Rapier. That's a hit.
In between swings, or are you going mop, mop?
Okay. So that's a 20 on that.
You hit him.
And that is sneak attack because he's there.
I know.
And that is 6, 12, 14 damage.
Lucas, you get knocked back, and you sort of very Super Saiyan just stop, put your fist down, and you charge back in, and you get a little bit of a flourish. Because you're swashbuckler now, so now we're getting all fancy. And you sort of throw the other hand up Olay style, and you dive forward in a lunge, and you just put it right through his left eye. And he twitches.
Is he
on the end
dead?
of it. Oh, absolutely, he's dead. He's
Okay.
dead. Whose turn is it? It is Jeff's turn.
Sacred flame.
You're gonna burn the thing.
Dex save.
Probably not a very dex.
Come on, little buddy!
Or is he +1?
He rolled a 2.
Do you even roll the damage?
6.
And he explodes in flames.
I want to check the body on this guy.
Okay, you can check the body of the druid.
Yes.
Let me consult the random table to see what the druid had on him.
Random table? You gonna roll for it?
Absolutely.
No fun.
Druids don't carry shit.
He had a stick.
Literally just a stick. All that's on him.
He lives in the woods and communes with nature.
Is it just, it's not like a magical staff, it's just a stick?
It's a shillelagh.
It's a shillelagh.
Kiss the party.
Everyone can have 110 experience points.
Cool.
We killed
Do I get
something.
extra for the kill?
No. It rounds out even between the 5 of you. Because yes, if NPCs participate in combat, they get experience points too, though it doesn't go to anything.
How many experience points did he get for knocking out the priest?
-4. You guys going to continue on?
Yep.
The road gradually disappears and is replaced by a twisted, muddy path through the trees. Deep ruts in the earth are evidence of the comings and goings of wagons. The canopy of mist and branches suddenly gives way to black clouds boiling far above. There is a clearing here next to a river that widens to form a small lake several hundred feet across. 5 colorful round tents, each 10 feet in diameter, are pitched outside a ring of 4 barrel-topped wagons. A much larger tent stands near the shore of the lake, its sagging form lit from within. Near this tent, 8 unbridled horses drink from the water. The mournful strains of an accordion clash with the singing of several brightly clad figures around a bonfire. The footpath continues beyond this encampment, meandering north between the river and the forest edge. So you hear lots of clapping and revelry.
Squeeze boxes.
People are having a lot of fun.
Oh,
absolutely.
Let's join.
Why don't you just play one now? What does that say?
Have they noticed us walking up?
Perception check.
14.
15.
11.
7.
Pithur and Davun. So what you're seeing is sort of a drunken revelry around the campfire. There seem to be 12 men and women just drinking and dancing, and you can smell roasted meat being cooked. But Pithur and Davun, you both realize that sort of tucked up in the cabin, probably it's a smoke. You notice that they're smoking. You notice 3 or 4 strapping individuals who are sort of tucked away in the shadows of the wagon, very clearly watching you.
Did we, by chance, recognize the 3 women we saw at the...
No.
No?
Let's just join in the fun.
Eventually, one of them turns and says, "Ah, newcomers, come, dance, join us. There will be much feasting. Please, stay. Let us bathe in the pool, eat from the bonfire. Enjoy life, my friends. It is only too short." And you see that,
Roll initiative.
Roll
The
dance.
drunks are running among you.
you actually see that they're sort of dancing in a circle around the fire, and like the circle naturally opens, and they grab your hands and attempt to drag you into the circle to dance around the fire.
Do we roll performance to see how good we do?
I mean, you could.
Probably a dexterity roll.
No, it's literally a performance roll.
You see two strapping gentlemen come over and pick up Irina. And, come dance, and they start spinning in a circle.
I'm going to stay within arm's reach of Irina.
Sort of dancing back and forth. The guys don't seem really excited about having you included in the group. But
No,
if you
I'm
push
not. I'm staying out of the group, but I'm staying.
You see a
Close.
lovely raven-haired lady says, "Come, little one, dance with me," and she kind of scoops you under the arm and starts spinning you around.
You don't have a
No.
choice. Strength save.
Make me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics.
Yeah, dodge away from her.
Nope.
8.
Nope, she kind of starts twirling you around.
Strong lady.
Come, shall we go swimming? Enjoy. The food will be done soon. Drink. Who wants a drink?
Are we dancing? Are we swimming? Or are we drinking? Like these people.
Like they're
of the above.
They're everywhere. Like you're seeing some of the guys. As soon as you say something about swimming, you see several of them just rip their shirts off and like, yes, swim. We must swim, and they jump right.
I'm
into
assuming
the
these
pool.
are all human.
Yes, they're all humans, but they don't seem abashed. Come. There will be drinking and dancing. You must stay with us. It will be great.
Okay.
And they're just gonna.
I'm gonna break off and stay next to the 3 guys that are like keep watch on us.
They're in different places. Like, give me an insight roll.
Like kind of just on post.
20.
They're clearly tactically positioned.
Yeah.
They're not like guarding one way or the other. There's clearly one guy who's sort of off to make sure that there's nothing happening in the water. There's another guy making nobody comes from the east and nobody comes from the west. If you get close to one of them, you get sort of that guff.
What is the celebration for?
You are not from Barovia, eh?
No, sir.
In this country, you celebrate every day because you never know what day will be your last day.
Is this how you celebrate? Standing here?
There will be time for everyone to celebrate. He's like, do not fret. And you see him pull out of his pocket, seemingly out of nowhere. It just comes out of his sleeve like magic. He produces another pipe. Smoke?
No thanks.
Very well. Good tobacco. And he continues to smoke. Like, where do you come from, friend?
I come from. I don't really know where I'm from.
It's like,
I'll break that up later.
I don't know that I...
From the water. I come from this near the
land down under?
No.
As you tell him, he's like, I have not heard of this place. Please, friend, tell me.
What is this land
I
down
come from
under?
the place somewhere near the spine of the world.
And he will engage you in conversation about your homeland and your people.
We're mighty Grady.
Mighty Grady. It's getting late. It's
Mighty Grady. That's what Cody calls his penis. The Mighty Grady.
I wanna ask him, or say, My I'm gonna get weird looking friend. I got two weird looking friends here. The horny friend here is looking.
Oh my god!
With horns?
He's got horns.
Right.
Well, this guy might
I don't
think now
know.
he's gonna try to
Brassrocks has a particularly bosom young lady who's now picking him up and swinging around.
He's
Picking me up, armor and all?
She's a strong
She's a
gal.
strong
Jesus.
lass. She's a strong lass.
You didn't roll strength against it, man. You rolled acrobatics. You just kind of let it happen.
looking to trade, sell, buy these things. Is there
Indeed.
someone here in particular we can?
There are people here. We will deal. What is most important is that you all await Madame Ava.
Who's that?
Are you hanging out?
Yeah, I'll follow. I'll walk up. I saw myself getting pointed out. I'll walk up.
Why is this important?
You have come here to speak to her, have you not? She has been waiting for you.
This is the first I'm hearing of it.
This is not the first time she has mentioned it.
Interesting.
Matt, you're getting danced around as well. Wine is being passed. They don't seem to like taking no for an answer. They just want to include you in anything and everything.
They're passing around, like, the communal.
Yeah, just bottles of wine. Matt, make me a perception roll.
When I... 12.
There's a bottle of wine that goes by that you're like, hey, wait a second. Because it looks starkly familiar.
What is that?
You start spinning around the circle. Make me another perception check.
What is it? 17.
You happen to grab a hold of it this time. And remember the spell that you cast?
Yeah.
It's this bottle of wine.
Oh.
And you taste it, it's delicious.
No, I'm not drinking any. I'm going to pretend to drink. Like, lips up and...
Okay, whatever you want to do.
Roll
delicious stuff.
bluff.
They don't make that anymore. It's fantastic. And they drink from it and pass it along. The next person drinks.
Okay, which spell was this?
Yeah, I don't
A
remember.
magic missile, when it was Lil Jon.
It's supposed to be booze.
Oh.
Yeah.
And the day passes.
Okay, can I spot Arena in all this?
Yeah, no, she is very, very popular with the men. Every man seems to want to grab her by the waist and spin her around and dance with her.
Okay. I'm going to make my way over and dance with her.
The chesty woman would really, really like it if you would go for a swim with her.
Chesty.
She's like trying to pull your armor off and stuff. Like, come, swim. You cannot swim with this one. Please, swim with me.
I will get right back to you. And I'm going to make my way over to Arena.
Okay.
Just tell me you have diarrhea. That works.
I have horrible foot odor.
And I'm going to dance with Arena.
Yep.
And say, what the actual fuck is going on?
She's like,
Language.
you've come to the Vishtani camp. This is the way the Vishtani are.
Okay, this is normal.
Yeah.
You guys are always so untrusting of people.
You're damn right I am.
We're in a land of...
You're
make-believe.
untrusting of dancing people, but you're
they
willing
are-
to touch anything else you see.
Okay, there's been two things that have seemed fun and wholesome through this whole thing. One of them was little kid pies.
That didn't seem very fun and wholesome at all. I don't know what you were saying.
It was wholesome and tasty and smelled wonderful. And it was
right.
Heroin
I-
kid pies.
yeah. I
Like-
automatically don't trust this.
Should we roll insight to see if we actually trust this? Is that what you're thinking?
Jeff is bringing it up. Jeff, go ahead and roll insight.
14.
It all seems above board.
Yeah, I didn't roll any better.
I mean, one of the guy that you two are talking to, he says, "You wish to trade? Yes.
Yes.
We have people here. What would you like to trade?"
I'm in need of some. I'm in need of some more arrows. I'm running low.
They will sell you. They will sell you anything. They will sell you anything basic out of the PHP at a 10% markup. I will do you a deal. You want
Is that
three
bolts?
I will do you a deal. That's arrows. You want
It's the
3
same.
quivers? I will sell you for 3 gold.
Same for 20 volts.
3 quivers, 3 gold. I'll take it.
Okay. So they sell you 3.
30. No, how many's in a quiver?
20. So that's 60 arrows.
69 arrows. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys buy things as well?
Yes, we do.
I have these 3 rings.
They'll buy the rings for 15 gold apiece.
15 apiece. Can I persuade him to 20 apiece?
Roll persuasion.
19 plus 5. Pretty damn good roll.
He'll give you 50 for the lot.
For all 3 rings?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. This is a shopping montage.
We get rid of these thieves' tools, I guess.
We really don't have very much money.
I really think you should keep them in case we need them. If I break mine, I'm going to need
How
them.
much are these tools worth?
I think he's at 25
Why did
apiece.
I go away from my bench?
25.
They'll buy them from you for 40 gold.
What about this really ornate box that I have?
Gypsies. Yeah.
Racist. Do what now?
This really ornate box that I have.
They're not a race.
I will sell my
Okay.
thieves' tools.
You see, the guy that you're talking to said he'll give you 60 for it. And you see one of the women run up, and you see he says, "Oh, for you, my darling." She's like, "Oh, thank you," and she kisses him. She's like, "And thank you," and she kisses you too.
I offer them a bar of soap and my silverware. How much?
They'll give you a gold for everything because they can clean it up. It'll be all right.
Okay.
That book of spells that I found in the house, we determined that is not useful to.
Not to us. Nobody can
Oh,
use it.
yeah, I
No one's
forgot
a
about
wizard.
that. Yeah, we can't use it.
Should I hold on to it? And
I don't know. You may ask if somebody around here might be interested in something like that.
okay. Am I able to? I can't remember what kind of. I just wrote down book of spells. I don't know if we had a specific like.
We didn't get a price if that's what you're asking.
We don't have any.
No, I mean like.
We don't have anybody who can tell what's in it.
Yeah. To you, it's just gibberish. Like, you are aware enough that you know it's a valuable spell book, but you couldn't tell if it was, a Jackson Pollock or a, Joe Blow original.
That may be something we hold on to and find out what's in it before we try and sell it.
Any other shopping that you guys want to do? You good?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay. So the afternoon of swimming and dancing and drinking passes to evening.
I have something I want to do before it gets to evening.
Yes.
I get out my playing cards and see if anybody wants to gamble.
Absolutely.
How do we roll gambling?
Are you cheating or are you playing?
I would like to try to use my deception.
So you're cheating.
So you're cheating.
A little bit.
Not sure if you want to piss off a band of merry folk.
Merry thieves. I'm gonna find a block of wood and whittle.
Yeah. You actually notice that a couple of children run up and see you whittling, and you see several of them pull out knives that apparently seem to pop out of their sleeves from nowhere, and they show you certain whittling techniques. They're impressed by your whittling techniques. You just while the day away.
I need a totem.
What?
Technically.
I guess I'm sitting around talking here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Matt, if you would like to cheat, you can roll deception.
What's the bet?
I don't know. We'll just see if you're able to deceive them.
21.
Your deception with cards seems to go unnoticed.
Excellent.
How long do you want to play?
Like an hour?
We'll say you win about...
I only have 21 gold. So.
yeah, no. We'll say you win 10 gold in that amount of time.
Cool.
The revelry, like I said, as it gets on to evening. Now they've roasted a boar. It smells delicious. They're cutting big old slices off and passing it around. Go ahead.
Okay, is there anything going on that we can actually glean real information from? Or is the revelry kind of blocking it all out?
Give me an insight.
Just him?
Yeah.
11.
They talk in circles. So each time you it seems like you're trying to get something factual, and each time you try and get something factual, they play it off.
Right.
Or they put a drink in your hand.
Right.
Or
You mean they're gypsies?
the one thing that you are able to glean is that Several of them mention that it's important that you stay. It's important that you meet Madame Ava.
Where's Madame Ava?
She's coming. She's the elder of our tribe, and she requires rest for this evening.
What happens this evening?
This evening you speak with Madame Eva. Come, dance, drink.
Can I roll, I don't know, insight to see if he's holding something back?
Sure.
Would that be right? Insight?
Yeah, you roll insight.
I get out my loot.
Oh, they love that.
17.
They're just like Davun learned. They're talking in circles.
So I can tell he's hiding something.
I'm a painter.
I don't know if you would say it was hiding, but he's definitely not
I'm a
telling you
painter.
exactly what.
I will begin to paint.
Be patient, drink, dance, eat.
Does the band have a drum set? Have drums?
No.
I actually
Anyway,
I have a proficiency in percussion.
If you play, they're more than happy. They're
What do you play the lute?
roll performance.
Yeah, just take a jug and bow, 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 bow.
14.
Yeah, no, they seem very pleased by it and they applaud. And like I said, the stars are starting to come out now. It's starting to get,
The stars at
dark.
night are big and bright, deep in the heart
Of Ravenloft.
Oh my god, that was weird.
Then they start telling tales. The bonfires died down. It's soft now. Seems like several of the individuals have snuck off back to their wagons and tents to do what they do.
Do you mean sex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you mean this in sex?
And they start telling tales. You hear tales of distant lands, tales of combat, of love, of loss. And then finally one guy gets up. And when this guy gets up, everyone gets really, really quiet. Says, it is important to our new friends that I tell you this story. If you will listen, I will tell you. A mighty wizard came to this land a year ago. I remember him as if it were yesterday. He stood where you stand now, before us. Powerful, very charismatic man he was. He said he could rally the people of Barovia against the devil Strahd. He stirred with them thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle en masse. But when the vampire appeared, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror. A few stood their ground, but were destroyed by his might. The wizard and the vampire cast spell after spell at each other. Their battle flew from the courtyards of Ravenloft to the precipice overlooking these falls. And again, as he's telling this, he's pointing out right in front of you. The falls are right there. The castle's right there. Thunder shook the mountainside, and great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard. Yet by his magic he still survived. The hope of Barovia was with him. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard, but yet still he stood his ground. But then the devil Strahd descended upon him, and the wizard's magic could not save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet down the pillar stone of Ravenloft to his death. My curiosity overtook me, and I beat a path into the woods to find the body. To see if there was anything that I could use, of course. But the river Ilvis had already spirited him away, the last great hope of Ravenloft, gone into the mists.
Do we clap or something?
Actually, this is for the first time the mood gets very, very somber.
Okay.
Was this wizard, was he a good wizard?
He
Yeah,
was
was
a
he
powerful
alive?
wizard.
He was a gnome.
Kept yelling about Tic Tacs.
Strange fellow.
Absolutely.
Thrusting his genitals forward?
Genitalia.
I know what he's going for there.
And as you guys sit there and you start to get sleepy from the wine and the sun and the dancing, the man who had spoken to Pithur earlier comes over and he says, Madame Eva will see you now. It is time, friends.
Let's go.
You must go speak to her.
Point us the way.
He leads you over to the tent down by the river. It's a little bit bigger and wider than all the other tents.
It's not a van.
No, it's not a bit. Magic flames cast a reddish glow over the interior of this tent, revealing a low table covered in black velvet cloth. Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure peers into its depths. As the crone speaks, her voice crackles like dry weeds. At last you have arrived. Come. Come, friends. Come, Pithur. He who smote the mighty rocks when he was but a boy. And enter, Tribeless Bozak. She who found her way through the sands to grow mighty and strong. And you, Lestat, who ripped your name off of a popular novel series.
Because you didn't?
It's like, and the ever-charitable priest.
Oh, wait, I didn't get a background story.
That's okay, it's good.
Okay.
Mine stands.
It was legit. So
Mine was
she,
so good it could be spoken.
she legitimately reveals things that you guys may not even, things you've never revealed to each other, things that maybe you only knew that you yourself accomplished. She speaks to you as if she's known you your entire lives. Come, friends, have a seat. I have things to show you.
Does she look like the pie lady?
No. Okay. She's got long, thick, curling hair, done up with a bandana. Like I said, she's got a table of black velvet before her. So, what would you ask me?
How do you know all these things about us?
I see the past. I know the future. I've seen you all. Your coming was foretold.
Well, where are we going next?
You go to fight the devil. It's your only chance
Only chance for what?
to get out of the mist alive.
You see the future. Do we succeed?
In some futures you do, in some futures you don't. How much would you like to know, Lestat? How much? Is it worth it? It's a rare night, gentlemen.
Lady.
Yes. It is a rare night for you adventurers.
Twice. The one time he called her she's the one time he got it right.
You have an opportunity. Rare one. Fate is fickle. And if you wish, you can change yours tonight.
How so?
It's all in the cards.
Damn it.
Tarot.
Well, that stuff you kill ants with?
And as you sit there, she begins to shuffle a deck of cards.
We don't have to see this if we don't want to, right?
It is up to you.
She's shuffling tarot cards.
So?
You want to know your future?
Sure.
You hope that's what it is.
Yeah.
Do you? All or nothing. It affects you all.
Do it.
Yep.
Play him out. Wait, you want to try to swindle her too on card games?
I'm
You
sorry.
get actual cards?
I thought one of us should act like a rogue.
I'm a rogue.
There is no going back. Once you change, your fate is changed.
No fate but what we make.
That's what you think.
I knew a
That's what
priest.
Sarah Connor thinks.
I knew a priest who laughed like you once.
Ah, yes.
If you hit a fucking elderly
gonna hit
person,
the
You said that our coming was foretold. Foretold by who?
By the mists, young man. They see all. I've seen it before. Some things will be easy, some incredibly hard. Do you wish to change your fate?
What do you mean change our fate?
The cards, from birth, your cards are told. But you have a rare opportunity. I can change that all right
For the better or for the worse?
now. Only fate will know.
This is fun. We should just do it. Just because of the fun. This is out of character. Just thought,
Well, yeah, he went and bought the cards. We're gonna do it.
it's happening.
You say no, you say no.
Are you?
It's your game.
Or you have to lay out for each of us, or is it all one time?
What else can you tell us about the wizard?
The wizard. The wizard was strong. The wizard came from elsewhere. He came to fight Strahd. And Von Zarovich threw him down as he has all enemies. But there are things in Ravenloft which can save you. Things foretold within these decks. Shall we see what fate has in store? Touch them. All of you. Shuffle it. Change your fate. I will not be responsible. Because that's what Madam Ava does. You got 2 decks.
There's this,
Here's the thing. Okay. Some of them are really bad.
No, it's again essentially like 1X is a tarot deck. I didn't really read all that well into it, but
Much like in a real tarot deck, there's a low and a high. And the low establish certain things and the high establish certain things. Touch them. Any questions you have, this is your only opportunity. Anyone else?
We'll just pretend that we've all touched them.
Very well.
play the game, Lucas. Jeez.
It's called a role-playing game.
Nobody can
It's not
see
your
us
ass
touching
game.
these.
And now the high deck.
And now the high deck.
Look, I'm touching them. Happy?
If you have questions, ask them now.
To the deck? I mean, where do you come from?
Who's number 2
Wonderful. I've got so many questions that I don't know where to start.
How do we beat Strahd?
There are things.
Oh.
Things within the cards.
Right. Of course.
They will help.
Dance around the answer. They may help.
No, they will. If only they can be found. Many artifacts have been lost for centuries.
Artifacts are good. Sometimes.
Artifacts.
As she passes out the cards, you guys begin to hear a storm outside. Soft mist of rumble. Soft mist of rain. Bit of a rumble. These cards will tell you where your greatest opportunities are. These cards will tell you who your allies are. And these cards will help you find your enemy. The fates will tell me. This card tells of history, knowledge of the ancient to help you understand your enemy. This tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of hope. This is one of power and strength, a weapon of vengeance, a sword of light. This is the one who will help you in your battle versus the darkness. But remember, your enemy is a creature of darkness beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. And again, the thunder intensifies as she begins to flip over the cards. The wizard. And you see her close her eyes, and her eyes begin to roll in the back of her head as she looks up into the sky. She says, "Find the tower upon the lake. Let his name and his servant guide you." She flips over the second card. Fate smiles upon you. The second card is the diviner. Look to the one who sees all. It lies within her camp, the shepherd. Find the mother, she who gave birth to evil. Card number 4 is the seer. Seek the dusk elf, living among travelers. He is haunted by dark dreams. And the final card is the innocent. He dwells with one who sealed his doom. A light snuffed out too soon. And as she flips over the last card, you hear a peal of thunder and a lightning crack. You've changed your fate today, adventurers. Hopefully for the better.
Our title track, Nocturne, provided by Sleep for the Weary off their new album, Nocturnes. To find out more about Sleep for the Weary, check them out on iTunes, SoundCloud, Facebook, and at sleepfortheweary.com. Join in the brothel conversation on Facebook. Questions, comments, and suggestions can be sent to between2crits@gmail.com. Like what you heard? Subscribe, share with your friends, and leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. Most of all, keep circulating the tapes.